Fresh. Avery Sherman.
Yo, welcome back to another episode of the Avery Sherman podcast. You are here with the real trill, meat clean as a squeak, host Avery Sherman. It's episode 23, baby. We here to do it again. Let's do it again. Hope everybody's doing well, having a good start to their week. Today is Tuesday. I want to say the 22nd. And yeah, man, had a good start to my morning. Had a little workout in and got a nice little breakfast in, a couple omelets with the spinach, little bacon bits in the thing, delicioso. Had a decent little weekend, really just chilled, didn't do too much, stayed out the way. Like I said in my little vlog, spent too much money in Minnesota, so wasted too much money in Minnesota. So stayed out the way this past weekend, save some money up, put some money up, watch some football. Bama went down, second time this year. It's the first time they've had this many losses this early in the season since 2007. It's crazy. But I'm pretty sure they're going to make the playoffs still, and I think they can still get it done. Who else played this weekend that I watched? There was a couple decent games. I'm trying to think. College football. Like I said, I know Alabama lost. Oh, Illinois. Illinois beat Michigan. That was a good one. Illinois had the throwback unis on with the leather-looking helmets. That was cool. That was swag. I don't think I ever seen a team do that yet. So that was like real cool. I'm like, damn, I need to do the throwback helmets on too. Not the real throwback leather helmets, but they just made the current helmets look like the old school helmets. So that was cool, man. And it was some more games this week in college football. I'm gonna talk about real quick. But yeah, that Alabama loss was crazy. Alabama loss was crazy, man. You still roll tide, you know that. Oh, Georgia, Texas. Georgia, Texas was a good one. Really didn't expect Texas to get blown out or beat as severely as they did, but Georgia went in there, got the job done. And then Miami-Louisville was a good game, shootout, down to the wire. Cam Ward pull it off. Shout out Cam Ward and the Miami Hurricanes. You know that's the first college football team I ever fell in love with, so I gotta shut them out. And they undefeated this year, so I'm really pulling for the Hurricanes to bring it on home, man. We ain't had a natty in a nice little minute, so I'll be happy to see them bring it home. And let's see who else. What was another good game? I think that's really all I had on the college football slate for the good games that I watched this week. But on the NFL side, my Vikings lost. We are no longer 5-0. We are 5-1 now. No longer one of the undefeateds, but it was a good game. I think we ran with the blitzes too much early in the first half, and we just got beat pretty soundly on the play. Not like beat overall, but like a few blitzes we just were like completely out of position or completely didn't have a chance to stop the play with what they did, especially with Jared Goff being a pretty good quarterback on the blitz. I want to say he had like the best blitz percentage, the best completion percentage on blitzes last year. So it was still a good game though. Defense pretty much brought us home with a fumble recovery at the end. We just had to get that last stop on them, but we had to keep them out of field goal range. I kind of think we should have been thinking that they were going to play for a field goal since they were only down one. We kind of should have played some tighter coverage. But all in all, it's still a good game. Detroit's a good team. They've been building this for about 3 years now. And, I still like our chances in the second game and make some adjustments. I still like our chances for the season, but definitely was a tough loss. I hated that we lost. But it was still a good game. And then we had the Packers beat Houston. That was a surprise to me a little bit. I thought C.J. Stroud would roll in there and get the job done just because he's kind of been on fire and kind of hot from last year on into this year too. But Jordan Love, man, he's the truth. I've been telling people that, and he got the job done. So shout out to the Packers. What other NFL games was this week? Oh, I have my picks somewhere around here. My picks that I made. I was gonna share them with you guys. I think I may have left them in the car, but I did pick. I did pick the Broncos to start the week, and I definitely picked Baltimore last night. I want to say I did pick the Cardinals as well. Or did I pick the Rams? I can't remember, but Cardinals beat the Rams, and Baltimore won as well. Vikings lost. I did pick the Jaguars to beat the Patriots, but obviously that didn't happen. And wait, I think they did. The Jaguars beat the Patriots. Yes, they did. So I did pick the Jaguars to win, yeah, because that was their second week in a row in London. So I was like, they probably should have this one for sure because they've been out there for the extra week. Patriots are just traveling over. So I did pick the Jaguars in that one. Let me see if I look at the schedule if I can remember some of my picks. So I did have the Commanders beating the Panthers. I did have the Chiefs beating the Niners. I had the Steelers. No, I think I had the Jets beating the Steelers because they had got Devontae Adams. I thought they was going to get it back together and figure that out, but they didn't. I wanted to say I had the Dolphins beating the Colts. Definitely had the Bills beating the Titans. And I wanted to say I had the Falcons over the Seahawks. Raiders, Rams. I think I had picked the Rams. Yep, so those were some of my picks from this week. It was a good week of football, though. Interesting little week of football. Oh, yeah, I definitely picked Saquon and them to beat the Giants, too. So those are some of my NFL picks and reactions. Also, I want to say it's opening night tonight for the NBA. Lakers and Timberwolves. Definitely tuning in to that one. That's going to be amazing. They say Ken Griffey Jr. and his father are going to be in attendance to watch LeBron James and his son tonight. I think that's pretty neat. Respects to them for showing up and supporting something like that because, it's the first time it's being done in NBA history. And I want to say Ken Griffey Jr. and his father, Ken Griffey Sr., were the last to do it in baseball. So it's a beautiful thing just to see, different generations too, because Griffey and his father are older than LeBron and Bronny. So it's a beautiful thing, man, just to see, support and the brotherhood and the camaraderie in the sports world, and to see something like as legendary as this happen, LeBron and his son playing, and then to see Ken Griffey and his dad show up there to support them it's a beautiful thing. It's legendary. Congratulations to LeBron again and Bronny again. Looking forward to opening night. And yeah, that's that. So moving on to some non-sports related things. One thing I want to just talk about is people with amazing work ethic. I feel like everybody knows someone who is just like, damn, like, do you get tired? Do you take a break? Like, they're always just working or doing something or putting that work in, whether it's studying or whether it's whatever. You always know somebody who is just dedicated to what they're doing, like sports, music, acting, a career field, job position, anything like that. It's really admirable to see, honestly. And what made me bring this up as a topic today was I know a young fella, his name Twan, in the 815 area, and I met this dude working at a job, and in the food service job, and young fella, and he had the job. All right, he did his job at work, no problem. He was a good worker or whatever. So I got to talk to him a little more. I started, obviously hearing and seeing about other things that he was doing. So one of the first things that I came across that he had going on was his clothing line. And for anybody who has a clothing line or does clothes, y'all know it's like everybody wants to do it. Everybody wants to have a hoodie with something they thought of, put on the hoodie, and other people wearing it, But it's a lot of work that goes along into that and with that. So with that being said, the man was doing the clothes. And I'm like, all right, you're doing your thing, like has different, real creative with it, has his standard line, has another line that's still under the umbrella of his main line or his standard line, but it's like a different type of artwork that he uses. And then he had, so he was doing the clothes, and then he entered like an apprenticeship class training for welding. So at this time, the man was working the job. He had the clothes going on. He had the welding going on. And now, I hadn't seen him for a little bit. Now he done added the shoe service to that. Cleans and fixes the shoes, repairs the shoes, cleans the shoes, brings it back to life. He's doing photography, professional photos now, as well. And he has some type of line business going on. So, man, I'm just like, man, this man is jack of all trades. He's doing everything. So I just want to give a shout out to Twan, man. I see you, brother. You doing your thing. Keep it up. Keep being an example to the fellas around your age and to the younger generations that, you don't always gotta turn to the streets to get your funds and try to do what's best for yourself and make a decent living and make some cash. It's mostly about having that hustle and that grind and that work ethic towards just doing something that's gonna make the money. Don't always gotta be something illegal. So I just want to shine a little light on my brother with that, And what else we got going on in the world, man? Today, me. Like I said, we getting back into what I'm getting the podcast rolling, working on my channel, my YouTube channel, bringing it to life. I still got some ideas. I still got my ideas that I had from when I first started the channel that I'm still trying to bring to life and bring to fruition. So putting a lot more focus and dedication into that and into my health. A health fact that I had heard years ago was about black men before the age of 40 and having heart attacks. Pretty much that black men before the age of 40 are the most common people to have heart attacks. And one factor that increases that likelihood is being over 200 pounds. So, especially after the age of 32. So, I'm working on getting around 200 even, 195 ideally. And I'm looking to get down to 200 by January 22nd. So this is a little goal that I got set for myself, and I'm working on that. Working on my eating. A lot of this is eating. I had a friend who became a bodybuilder. Shout out JB, Jordan Beckman. My boy Jordan, he had became a bodybuilder, you know, and I had grown up with Jordan since like sixth grade, sixth or seventh grade, playing football together and everything. And while he was he was a little bit smaller in frame than me, height wise. I like to think that we were, especially in our younger age and younger days, we were similar in body frame or body shape. He may be just a little bit more bulkier than I was at the time, and I was probably just a little bit more slimmer. But definition wise, though, we were not. Neither one of us were like super ripped. You know, obviously we weren't fat and out of shape either. We both played skill positions in sports and football. So, but as we grew up in our younger 20s and everything, Jordan had pursued bodybuilding, and he had really gotten a elite shape bodybuilding. I was proud of him for one, and I was just like, you know, to the congratulations, and I'm like, damn, bro, like, are you like killing yourself working like crazy, or, you know, how are you able to get some of that definition, you know? And I remember seeing some of his earlier stages when he was gravitating towards moving towards this, and he was like, man, it's the dieting, bro. I'm damn near starving myself. I barely eat, and so, you know, and I mean, I feel like you're only supposed to eat for nutrition anyways. One thing I do, one of my theories I talked about in the African American, or I don't really use African American no more, honestly. We'll talk about that in some later pods and stuff, but the black community, especially the foundational blacks, Twitter, or, you know, and like my words, I like to put the Negro culture, the Negro community, the black Americans, we celebrate with food a lot of times, whether it just be a promotion at a job or accomplishment with our children in the sports feat or anything. A lot of almost any and everything we celebrate with food. Even funerals. After funerals, we get together, we eat, drink, you know. So one thing I want to get away from is just always celebrating with food and feast and just eating in large portions like that. You know, on the occasions throughout the year, maybe like, you know, around Thanksgiving time, or maybe around Christmas time, or maybe 4th of July time, you know, you big old couple barbecue plates or something. You know, Thanksgiving, you probably have a few plates and all the dishes that everyone's making. Same with around Christmas time. Even though I don't celebrate the holidays, I still know people that are cooking and gathering and getting together around these times. And in my years in the past, I've obviously gathered with them and ate the food. So the few times out throughout the year, I don't think it's like that bad. But, you know, Sunday dinner doesn't always have to be a heaping amount of food. You know, it could be something small. I feel like Sunday dinner, yes, it's still a thing as far as like, we do still need to do Sunday dinner, come together, talk, share experiences, love on each other, discuss things, you know, be a family, be a unit. But it doesn't have to be the ham and the fried chicken and all the sides and everything, you know. It could be a healthy meal. It could be some baked foods. It could be some salad. It could be some fresh vegetables, you know. So basically that's what I'm gravitating towards, is a lifestyle change of just eating less, eating healthier, and not celebrating with food. You know, always looking to, you know, and that's something I do every, you know, I always think, let me go get my kids, we're going to go out to eat, you know, and I just want to start to do different things with them, you know, maybe more active things and having fun with more experiences, less with the food. So that's something that I'm working on. Something that I did have written down as a topic was one thing I seen a girl share recently. Bare minimum season is over. If that man ain't applying pressure, leave that lady alone. And it just had me thinking, you know, like the applied pressure, you know, I feel like especially since like 2020, 2018, maybe even like it's been like a big thing. Like women are applying pressure. Like, what is applying pressure exactly? For one, if you ask that question to a woman, 9 times out of 10, she's not going to be able to give you an answer. And even if there's a man using that term, shoot, what does it really mean? And I'm pretty sure he's not going to really be able to give you an answer, something that you can quantify or weigh or measure. I really think it's like a finesse. It's a way to just get people to overcommit to you more than you have to commit to them. So if I'm using the word, shorty applied pressure, basically I'm trying to get her to chase after me more than I'm chasing after her. And with two mature adults, that's a very childish, kiddish game, if you ask me. I feel like the pressure that I apply, in the sense of if I like a woman, if I'm out at a bar or club or out at Walmart or a friend's wedding, any one of these places where you meet a woman, the pressure that I apply is me letting you know that I find you attractive, and that I would like to pursue you on a serious note and see where things can go. That's enough pressure right there. I'm not gonna be doing too much more outside of that, letting you know that where I stand with you, and my intentions with you. All the calling you every day, all day, talking to you all day, and all of that. It's just not realistic for a busy an adult, somebody who's trying to make the most of their time and do things with their life and different things like that. And so I just want people to be like cautious of that. Watch out for people to tell you to apply pressure, especially if you've already let them know where you stand with them, what you're trying to do with them, because it's really, like I said, in my understanding or my observation, is a means to get somebody to commit more than they are committed. So be aware of that. Like I said, I'm trying to see what else we got. What else I can get y'all today. I see some old podcast topics in here. I might run by them. No, I think I had went through all of these ones before. But yeah, man. So we back to it. And what I got going on today? Work. We head into work. 3 to 11. Sucks getting off that late, honestly. But I gotta do what I gotta do for right now. And I've been trying to stay in more contact with my family. My aunties, my grandma, my mom, my dad, my sister, my brothers. Just been trying to make sure I stay tapped in on a daily basis, because be times where I just be kind of like disappearing from everything, and I feel like I'm a big part of a lot of people's life more than I realize, and me being cool, chill, laid back person that I am, I feel like people maybe are a little scared to let me know, like they expect things from me, or I maybe have let them down in some areas or some ways. So I know I let myself down in a lot of areas, in a lot of ways, and I feel on my own that I have letting other folks down as well. So just want to do my part to be better, man. And like I said, reach out more often, make sure my family know I love them and care about them, and that I'm thinking about them all the time. And so things aren't so like every time you get together, we got to talk more, we got to see each other more, So I'm just trying to make sure I'm being active and being proactive with that. Like I said, reaching out, calling folks, and getting to it with folks. And with all the family I got, I wish they could just all watch my podcast and interact with me through there in some shape, way, or form. Leaving comments and stuff like that, I'll address things in the videos and stuff like that. But obviously I'm going to reach you guys outside of the podcast as well. But it'll just be funny and an interesting dynamic. I feel that could be added to my podcast if more of my loved ones interacted through it. Not that they aren't, and not that they're just pushing to the side or anything like that. Like I said, I know probably some people don't even know I got one going on. Some people probably don't know how to access it, and all those different things. So it's understood, but that's something that I've also been working on lately. And let me think what else I got for you guys. Oh, eat your vegetables. Eat your veggies. Like I said, just want to share that health tip. Folks, be eating your vegetables. Drink your water. Get your workouts in. Get your stretching in. Especially for us 90s babies. We getting old. And we don't want to... We want to be able to live, you know, as long as we can. We got kids and everything. We want to be here for us. So I just want everybody that's in my age range, age bracket from 85 all the way up to 95, 96, 97. Like, y'all just be working out, man, or get some stretching in, do some type of cardio. Don't have a sedentary lifestyle where you just sitting around. Even if your job consists of you sitting down a lot. I seen a book the other day that was just all different like types of chair workouts you could do and chair stretches you could do while sitting at your desk. So definitely want to encourage folks to be doing that, you know, and like I said, staying fit, staying healthy. Health is wealth, baby. Another thing I'll share with y'all is I'm watching the documentary, the Vince McMahon documentary. And I love documentaries because you just learn so much. And you learn different ways and different methods that people used and did to achieve what they achieved. And so I'm watching the Vince McMahon one, and I'm still on episode 1, and it is interesting for sure. That's what I will say. It's interesting for sure. And shout out Vince McMahon. He brought me WWF. I grew up watching it, you know. My mom didn't want me watching. I used to have to sneak and watch it. But brought me one of the more influential people, The Rock, you know, and The Rock outside of wrestling is just a driven person, somebody who's just, you know, positive mindset, positive vibes, trying to do what's best, trying to do what's right, you know, a real inspiration, you know. So shout out to The Rock. WWF though, and the Vince McMahon documentary is good. It's definitely good so far. Entertaining entertaining for sure, to say the least. So I'm watching that, and then I'm also watching this series that my dad got me on called Hell on Wheels. Just finished season 1. I'm on season 2 right now, episode 2, and it's kind of like, I'm pretty sure it is based on a true story. Which is like the railroad being built, the Continental Railroad from California to New York. So it's real. It's a real good series. I suggest people to watch it. I'm watching it on Freevee. That's a little bonus for y'all. If y'all need a nice little app to catch stuff on, Freevee is free. It's a little lime green background with purple lettering. Freevee. Check it out. That's where I watch Hell on Wheels, though. It has my boy Common in it. Shout out Common. He's Elam on the show. I don't know how old this is or not, but like I said, I just came hip to it. So y'all check it out. It's a good watch for sure. And yeah, man. That might be all I got for y'all today. I really wanted to get an episode in today, though, just because I want to stay at it. But the next coming up episodes, we is going to get back into maybe a little bit longer episodes and discussing a lot more things and different topics and current events and stuff. We do got the election going on. I'm not voting for anyone. I have never voted in my life. Never really planned on ever voting, but I had a talk with my dad recently, and he was just saying, you know, that I should, you know, it's a right that I have, and he just got some rights back to vote. So shout out to him for that, you know. And everyone in a situation like his, they got that right back to vote. But with him saying that, it made me think, about, the ones who passed away, people who passed away in general, fighting for me to be able to go in there and vote. So one day in my life, I am gonna vote simply for the people who passed away to have me have the right to vote. And I appreciate that, So, but we do have to. It is election time, man. A lot of election time stuff is happening. If you know, you know. But both of the candidates are interesting. Trump's entertaining. He's hilarious. Kamala, she's entertaining as well. Hilarious as well. And I mean, now, who I will, shout out my boy Royce White. I want to say he's running for a senator in Minnesota. He got nominated for the Republican Party. Shout out my boy. Woo, 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 woo. Big dog. Congratulations, brother. And I'm not a resident currently, but if I was, I'd be voting for you for sure. I'd be up there doing whatever I could to assist you. So, in the politic news, shout out my dog Royce, man. Like I said, y'all can go check his podcast out. Call Me Crazy on YouTube. My man is knocking the episodes out left and right. I just want to give a shout out to him. He's well surpassed me. Even though I started my pod before his, he just took way off on the episodes. But shout out Royce, man. But yeah, like I was saying, that might be all I have for y'all today. Episodes are going to get longer and better going forward. Again, back deep diving into health and the music and all the stuff that's going on out in the world. But like I said, I just wanted to get back rolling, get more, and just when I feel like I need to do a pod, I'm gonna get back set on my days too. Days are gonna get back set where it's gonna be coming out on the exact same day every time now. But like I said, this was a big part of that, was me just getting back rolling, knocking out episodes, close, and like I just dropped, like I want to say last week. So getting back to doing it consecutively, it's gonna help me get back to doing how it's supposed to be getting delivered for y'all. So with that being said, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Thank you for being here with me. Thanks for checking out the podcast. Once again, it's your real trail, me, clean as a sweet host, Avery Sherman. This is the Avery Sherman podcast. And, adios, farewell. Love you all. Appreciate you all for being here. Once again, stay tuned. Like, comment, and subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe. Please share. Get it out there to the world. The world needs to see this podcast. The best up-and-coming podcast out there. And one of the best podders out there. Your boy, Avery Sherman. Stay tuned to the next one. I'm out.
The Avery Sherman Podcast.